we're live. Hi everyone. So just wait a few seconds for people to come on. So hi, I'm Jess from Jessica's Beauty, proudly one of the brand ambassadors and educators for Light Elegance. And I am from the Midlands, so Staffordshire area. I've been a nail tech for probably in the beauty industry for about 10 years, and then solely a nail tech for about 7.5 years. Hello. And I've been solely using Light Elegance for probably about 7.5 years, because that's how long I've been self-employed. And I absolutely love the products, obviously. And today we are going to be talking all things kitties. Excuse me if you can hear it squeaking, that's me putting my gloves on. So yes, we're going to be doing the kitty cat eye nail art. So I've done a mix of things. I've done a little bit of Halloween, because 'tis the season, especially now. I think it became autumn on Monday, which is my favourite time of year. So I'll just go over a few little things that I have been doing on my clients. I'm mainly known for doing the more simple kind of nail art designs, mainly because that's my clientele. They're not crazy with nail art. So I thought I'll show you what I've created. So give me a sec whilst I shift the camera and the lighting in place. So get yourselves a cup of tea if you haven't already, and we'll get started. So give me 2 seconds. Oh. Sorry, I think it paused. Are we all still back? Can you hear me? I just want to double check that I've not, because it said paused when I put my hand over the camera to rejudge. Oh, you can. Oh, I had a little panic there. I thought, no, we've only just started. We're only 3 minutes in and I've already messed up. That is not what we want. Good. Loud and clear. That's me, loud. So these were the designs I've made. Honestly, I think my favourite is the cutesy pumpkin. So we're going to go through those. So I'm like, where do I get started? I'll go with the snake print, because I think with the cat eyes, I think a lot of people just think, oh, well, you just do one colour all over, but they're so versatile. You can play around so much with them. So let's start. I'm going to do kind of, can you see this clearly? I'm hoping the lighting is good. Or is it better to do the white version? I don't know. I think maybe if I put my hand there, you can probably see it better. So we'll do that one first. So I can't believe I'm saying this. I've actually only recently just started using the LE gel paints. After 7.5 years, a bit late to the bandwagon, but better late than never. These are absolutely incredible to do line work, nail art, Frenches. It's changed my French game, I feel. I now literally solely use primary white gel for my Frenches. I know we're on about the kitties, but I just thought I'd let you all know that tip from me, that it will change your game, definitely. So you only need a little bit of product, I feel, with the gel paints. They're so pigmented. So have any of you got the kitties yet? Have you had a play around with them? Or did you want to watch this first and then order them once you've seen which ones you like? I absolutely love cat eyes. I went to Japan last year and cat eye was just cat eye central. Oh my gosh, Jess, how have you not used these? I don't know. I think I live in a cupboard because when I actually started using them, I was like, what? I was a bit annoyed at myself, if anything. But yeah, cat eyes were everywhere. And I don't know how I'd not thought about trying them before, but now lighter. Oh, sorry. Let's, can you zoom into the nail so it's closer? Is that better? That looks a bit better. If you want more, let me know. So I'm just going to let that cure for 60 seconds. And then whilst we're waiting for that to cure, so mostly just swatch them, but I've done some layering which looked great. Ooh, yeah, you can definitely layer them. There's so many colours that you can pair them with. I do think the black and the white pack the most punch with the cat eyes, but I have used a few other colours as like an underneath shade with them. So I'm just wiping over the Ideal Pink because for me, I don't know if anybody else prefers, I like to do nail art on a flat base, on a matte base rather. I just feel I've got a bit more control of the paint and the product as opposed to when it's still got that inhibition layer on. So now I've painted that. I mean, look how jet black that is. So good. So then I'm going to use QD base to do, because basically the snake effect, croc effect, fish effect could look like that because I'm going to use Mermaid Kitty. Is best used with the blooming technique with QD base. So just an even layer over that. Do not cure. I missed it. Why did you opt for the paint instead of the buttercream today? I don't actually know why I did. I think I just prefer, to be fair, I've not used primary black paint all over a client's nails as of yet. I just mainly use it for nail art or French tips. But because I'm obviously using the clear nail swatches, I just wanted to make sure that it was black and you weren't going to see through it all. I feel like primary black, you've definitely got no problem with that happening. Whereas I'd probably do 2 coats of black tie buttercream on one of the clear swatches. So I'm just going to get my dotting tool. I couldn't find my number 3 stylus. I've definitely placed that somewhere. So can you all see clearly? Hopefully you can. And then we're just going to drop little droplets on. Oh, I'm shaking. I'm clearly leaning somewhere on a nerve. I'm just going to do a little sneaky one in there. Why am I shaking so much? I'm not nervous. I've done this a fair few times with you all. So can you see it dispersing? And I feel like with the Mermaid Kitty, it really looks quite fishy almost with the tones. Are there any of the gel paints? What do you mean? Oh, can we use the primary black on a nail as a full colour? I mean, you can. I just would say be sparingly with the product just because it's so pigmented, and you want to make sure you're really getting a good cure. Yeah, as Jojo's just said, just want to hope, I'm trying to get you to see that. Can you see how it looks like a little bit fishy? Like scales almost. There you go, you can see in that light better. And then we're going to cure that. Well, actually, hold fire. Let me get my magnet, because obviously that's the fun part. I'm getting too eager. And obviously you can make it brighter, draw it out more. I don't know if we're getting good lighting in here. I might change I might shut my blind a sec. I don't know if the natural light's affecting. Because this is really annoying. Like jumping. See how it like illuminated it then? Love it. So I'm going to cure that. I mean, I feel like with that kind of effect, with the blooming gel and the snake print with the cat eyes, you have got a bit more time. Like, it's okay. You don't have to rush too much. I mean, I don't know how to rush, if I'm honest. So there's that one. And then, whilst that's curing, I'm going to do my favourite, the pumpkin. I'll do like a normal one, a seasonal one. If it jumps, it's because there's... Right, let me shift these out of the way then. Sorry guys, you'll have to see them later. Hopefully that'll stop it from jumping. That does look better picture now. Note to self, don't put stuff in the background when you're on a live. So I'm using Farm Fresh as the buttercream to paint the pumpkin. Now, pumpkins, I think, are super easy, especially when you're doing it like how this one is. So, I literally just do almost like I'm trying to paint a heart. I'm just using a thin liner brush. There's apparently a setting on the iPhone that freezes it on one lens, but I haven't tried it, so I can't say if it works. If you try it and it works, let me know. Because I am pretty rubbish with technology, and I really don't know why I'm shaking. I think I must be leaning on a nerve on the table on my arm. So literally, you don't have to be too neat with this, because obviously we're going to line it with the brown. And then to save time, I then usually grab my gel polish brush and just fill in the gap. Have you all started doing like the more Halloween-y sets yet? Have your clients been asking for it? I've had a couple, but a few of them are waiting. Just gonna make that one a little less round. Okay, and then I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. And I'll get this one out. Like, it really does look like quite like scaly almost with the mermaid kitty. I love that. I think that's a really cool effect. But obviously you could do it in any of the kitties, but I just think on the black it'd look really cool with Aurora Kitty. I think that would be quite fun to do that with. So I'm going to shift that out of the way, because again, do not want it jumping around. New shades are proving very popular. Oh my gosh, I've had to already purchase another provocative, and I think I'm going to have to purchase another sweetness. That's been going down very well. And which was the other one? Luxurious. I always get Luxurious and Temptation mixed up. Like, which one? Not yet, but I'm excited. I have a lot of art ideas for the season. I was going to say for the spooky season. Well, it is spooky season. Yeah, I love it. It's just a chance to like play around, isn't it? It's just fun and cute, all the nail ideas. Well, Connie's on tomorrow with some autumn nail ideas. So you'll definitely have to tune in to that, along with everybody else's lives. But if you're wanting some more ideas for the season, definitely have a look. So I'm using the Golden Kitty next. And to be fair, I'm not using an eyeliner brush with this. I'm just using the natural shape of the brush because it has got that natural kind of soft roundness to it. If you've got the Kitty collection, what colour has been your most popular with clients? I've got to be honest, mine's been pretty kitty. I've had a lot of clients have it over French. Ooh, oh yes, tomorrow's new product reveal, very exciting. Nearly slipped up then, nearly. Had to like hold my breath for a second, like, no, don't say anything yet. So, I'm just going to get my magnet, and I do find Golden Kitty, it does take a little while to start moving, so it's just a one that you just take a little bit more time for it to bring the magnets out. It's just so pretty. You can see it just slowly coming through. Yeah, Aurora Kitty is fab. So again, I'm going to cure that I cure that personally for 2 minutes. That's what I found best with Golden Kitty. I normally cure the rest, to be fair, all of them with a 2 minutes. That's me personally. I don't know if anybody else does. I just want to make sure that magnet is sealed, cured, stain put exactly where I want it to be. So I'm just going to cure that for 2 minutes. But whilst I'm doing that, whilst that's brewing, I'm going to go on to the ombre one, which has been really popular again with my clients. See, a lot of my clients do like the more Pretty Kitty has been used the most for me too. Yeah, it's so good because it just works on anything, and especially for clients that maybe don't want loads in your face cat eye effects. It's just a little hint. It's a little nod to the cat eye community. Another minute. So let's do the ombre. So I do it in 2 layers. So I'm using Ice Kitty. Yeah, I'm just double checking it is Ice Kitty. And I'm going to paint. I love Stormy personally. Stormy is stunning. I think because it's got that little bit of a pinkish, purpley hue, it is really pretty. I like it over Your Churn. I think that's a good combo with it. Cat eye community. I don't know what else. This is the cat eye community that's going on right now, all of you in the live watching. But also, if you're only just joined on, these are going to be saved onto the Light Elegance Instagram page. So don't worry, if you miss out on anything, you can catch up on that at a later date, because you might be busy, you might be doing something, and you've just popped in to have a little nosy. So, Shock Horror Mermaid is mine. It is lush. Stormy, Ice and Mermaid, yes. So, we're just going to use the ombre brush and just gently drag it up. This does take a little while, just being gentle, because you don't want to just drag it all up and it not blend as nicely as you want it to. That's why I like to do it in 2 layers, because I feel like I can build a bit more gradient with it. Sorry if you hear tapping, it's my lamp that's probably dropping. The IKEA desk lamp, you all know that it needs tightening up every now and again. I'm more of a dog person, but these kitties are very welcome. Maybe there needs to be a collection named after dogs, perhaps. Who knows? So, as you can see, it's quite like a natural fade. I'm just going to try and just so I can see it from this angle, just softening any harsh lines and cure that. And then on the second layer, that's when I get the magnet out to draw the magnetic particles out. So whilst that's cooking, we're going back to the pumpkin. I wish this would focus a bit more. It is driving me mental, but deep breaths, it's okay. It's okay. We deal with what we have to deal with. So I'm going to use Please Be Seated for the line work for the pumpkin. It's got like a slight reddish undertone, so but I do think that's nice for the pumpkin design. So this is where you do have to be that little bit neater, and we're just going to follow. I'm hoping these shakes aren't going to fail me. I feel like I'm holding my breath. If any of my clients are watching, they know I hold my breath 90% of the time during appointments. No, it definitely doesn't. I love Please Be Seated. It's just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you can see me shake. Oh, I'm out of the view. I'm out of the view. Right. And just gently round. Just gonna soften that a little bit more around it. Okay. So cold. Very creative, Debbie. Very creative. I like it. So, following the roundness from the outside, we're just going to drag that down the centre. Is this lighting okay? It's one of our most popular colours for LE UK. Interesting. It's interesting what are like the most popular and where. Because I do think like in the UK, like the more browns, nudes, deep reds, they're like mega popular. But I suppose it's weather dependent on where you live and where you're from, isn't it? And then around again. I definitely think my shaking isn't helping the neatness of what I'd have liked these to have looked like. But you get the picture. You get what I'm going for. And then just do the little stalk. I mean, look how cute that is. And then the fact that you've got the kitty, cat eye, golden kitty cat eye, just sparkling through. And you can just see those undertones of the orange coming through. I just think it's another cute little way to use the cat eyes. Right, whilst that's cooking, going back to the ombre. And not going as far down. Whiskey and wine. Oh yeah, whiskey and wine is a delicious colour. I feel like it's a very November shade. I mean, it's an all-round shade. I'm very much, you have your colours whatever time of year you want. But yeah, I do love that. I think that screams winter, autumn, winter. And again, just going down using the ombre brush. So hard seeing like the light as well when we can see it. This is the first time I've used swatch sticks on a live, and I've got to be honest, I don't know if I'll use them again. I think I prefer holding like the nail, like the individual nail holders, if that makes any sense. If you know what I mean. Like almost like the full cover tips that are on like the little stand. I think they're much easier to play around with. Note to self, but these lives, they're always you're always learning what works best with them. So getting the magnet again, the Lafine Pro magnet. Absolutely love this magnet. So just drawing out the, you can see. Oh, it's just so pretty. And curing that again. Provocative is the most popular at the moment. Yeah, I think it's mine. I think I did about at least 5 sets the other day in it. I'm not even going to lie. It was one after the other, after the other, after the other. I mean, I was loving it because I absolutely love that colour. Will it do my head in? Possibly by December. Yes, but it's fine because I still love the colour. I'll just have to try and be like, clients, do you want to try anything else? Anything else? And they most definitely won't. Right, so next up, going on to the little ghosty, the cute little ghosty. So using primary white gel paint. I'm actually mortified, and this needs to be added to basket. I hope you all do buy it, but at least leave me one to purchase, because look how sad that pot is. It's a little low. But I do highly recommend primary white for French. I just think, I don't know, it's really weird because obviously I love just white buttercream. I think it's amazing. Used it for years, but maybe it's because I'm just hyped up on something new for me. Probably that. But I have noticed a difference with my French. I feel it flows easier. I feel like it's easier to paint with. So, thank you, Angela. I try. I do try my best with French. I think I just love French, and all of my clients do as well. So, right. Just going to do the outline of the ghost. Let's hope that it's not wibbly wobbly with my shakes today. So just starting at the top, dragging that down. Can you see? Hoping it's not blurry or juttering around. And then I just want to kind of flick it to the side a bit. Like so. Oh, ladies, you're making me blush. Blush behind the live screen. And then the same on the other side. No, I do love French. I think I could do it I could probably do it in my sleep at this point. I think it's just because it's like my clients' absolute favourites. I've got multiple that are like, yeah, I'll just have French again, French again, French again. I'm like, can we do a different coloured tip at least? So I do go through pots and pots of just white buttercream and, at the moment, primary white paint. And then when it's like this, I do cheat and don't... I'm not going to bother using the liner brush to fill it because we'll be here till at least Wednesday. So I'm just going to get my gel polish brush and just paint that through. Freehand French or jelly stamper? Oh, I've never used a stamper to do French. I have seen people use stampers for French. Personally, I think it looks really hard that way. Maybe I'm saying that because I've not tried it, so I don't know. By all means, send me a link if you've seen a tutorial that shows it better, because, you know, that's the beauty of the nail world, isn't it? We're always learning new techniques. I know I am. I always love finding different ways to do things, and if there's an easier way to do a French, let me know. So we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. It's okay, Lenora. I love using stamper. It's easy and fast, but wastes a lot of product. Yeah, I've seen, because I think, am I right in you kind of you almost push your nail into the stamper, if I'm correct in saying that. That's the cured French ombre, sorry. I just thought I'd get that out whilst I put that into the lamp. Yeah, I'm sure you like get the stamper and kind of like push the nail into it with the product on. So yeah, and at the end of the day, if it's wasting a lot of product is money, and who wants to waste that? I know I don't. Also going to, whilst that's curing, I'm going to paint a full one of these white. Freehand for me, I would get in a mess with a stamper. I think I would get in a mess. I mean, I've got to be honest, I'm a bit of a messy person anyway, so if there's a chance of getting messy, it's going to be me that will be messy. Hi everyone that's just joining on. If you have missed anything so far, don't worry, it's going to be saved onto the Light Elegance page. And obviously we're here for the trade show, so any of these products that you're seeing and you fancy trying, there's a 20% off code using the code PRO20 and 20% off your order. That's a blooming good chunk if you ask me. So again, that's going in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then we're going to get the little ghosty out. So yeah, if there's anything you see, definitely add it to basket, make the most of these discounts. I tend to, when it's a trade show, I tend to order all my essentials, things that I know that I'm always going to run out of, like my Pro Cleanser, my cuticle oil, the Lexiline gels, but I normally buy the tubes with, well, I always buy the tubes anyway because it is a lot more cost effective. And yeah, anything like that, I tend to bulk order. And then I also take the opportunity to anything new that I thought, I don't know, I'm not sure. When there's a discount, oh yeah, I'm sure, and I'll order it. I know, a little ghost. Hi everyone that's joining. The tubes are incredible. They are so easy. And you know what? They're actually, this is really weird, but they're enjoyable to squeeze into your pots. It's the little things in life for me. Really is. Sorry. I bet you've just all been staring at that whilst I've been nattering away. I should be able to multitask at this point, being a nail tech for this long, but clearly not. So, not using a liner brush, and I'm going to go in with Ice Kitty. And we're just going to follow the outline of that and colour in. I'm not applying this too thick because I do want the white to come through, because I want it to be a ghost. I want it to look ghostly, not too silver. Just found out I don't have a backup of no wipe top coat. I believe you referring to the P plus. So, and then again, getting our wonderful magnet. I do tend to use the round side. I find that's the best to use. Well, I enjoy using it the most. Some people might use the bar more, but yeah. So I don't know if you can see that following. Hoping you can see that shifting slightly. Oh, I love it. Look how pretty that looks. Would the kitty top coat work? Yeah, you could use the kitty top coat. I think I just wanted something a bit more prominent, but you could definitely use the kitty, pretty kitty, as the top coat for that, for sure. But I'd maybe do the top coat over just the ghost, and then, because obviously you're going to get the whole of it all over. That's probably what you meant anyway. I'm just waffling, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does the magnet pull or push? I'm very bad with kitties. All magnetic particles disappear on me. Right. I get this, because when I first played around with cat eyes, I had this. I was like, am I being too forceful with it? Let me grab one. Whilst that's brewing. I always say that about the I don't know. So it does tend to happen, I think, if you like go straight in, like kind of vanishes it all. But I just tend to take my time a little bit more with them. I think I might have done that and it's took it off. See, there we go. I don't know if you can see me bringing it back. Just take your time with the cat eyes. You can always bring them back, but just be slow. Let the magnets draw back. Might have been better if I did that on the primary so you could see it a bit better. See how it's drawing back now? I'll just convince all my clients to get Pretty Kitty. It is so nice, Pretty Kitty is. So cute. Okay, so now that's cured, I'm going to get primary black gel paint. Yeah, I am absolutely obsessed with using that now for liner work and Frenches. So I'm going to be quite thin with this. because I don't want it taking over all of the ghost. It's literally just to add detail. Yeah, that's probably the best. The magnet repels the particles. Yeah, it does. So if you're a bit too forceful, they will vanish. Like if you're going straight up close with the magnet straight away. Just hover it around it. Don't go straight in. Bam. No, I have not lined this very well at all. It's because of the light. I feel like I'm not able to see exactly where I'm painting. Blame the light. No, maybe it's just my eyesight. Hope everyone's having a nice Sunday afternoon. I feel like the weather's been lovely today. I mean, I went out in a coat and actually I was boiling hot in it. But then I think if I didn't wear a coat, I'd have been freezing. So that's British autumn weather for you. And again, just following the outside. Hi everyone that's joining on. I mean, how cute is that? And then what I do is just do little lines as like the creases of the cloth, like the cloth of the ghost. I don't know how to describe it. But you know what I mean when you've seen it. Can I ask what sweetness is closest to in P+? There should be. Sweetness is available in P+. Or is it that you've not got it yet and what it's closest to? I think when I've thought about it, it's not too far off. Just want to do that a little bit thinner. I'm just going to cure that. I'm trying to think what's. They used to do a colour. I think it's only recently been discontinued. Going organic. I feel like it's almost going organic mixed with your churn, because it's almost like a muted. I don't want to buy it if I have something close to it. No, that's fair enough. Good question. What's in my drawer? Let me see if I've got anything to hand that would. Have you got going organic or your churn in P+? Trying to see where I've put sweetness. This is the story of my life. I've got that many colours. I mean, what an awful. I think it is more pinky. Really slow. So annoying when I don't have it to hand to show you. You can probably hear me. I just want to find where I've put sweetness. That is absolutely bizarre as to... Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. So that's sweetness. Oh, actually, now come to think of it, it's not like going organic. I don't know why I've said that. Have I got flower power to hand? I've got an empty flower power to hand. That is not good. Yeah, it is actually peachier. That's bang on, that is. Obviously, Jojo knows what she's saying. So she knows, like, yeah, that's probably the perfect description. So yeah, if you've got flower power, it's like the I don't want to say it is the winter version of it, I guess. Yeah, definitely. So after that's cured. Sorry, going back onto that. I agree. More pink popped on it yesterday during a pedicure. It was lovely with Irresistible. I love Irresistible. Those kind of glitters, I just think, are the best ones to have in your kit because they just work with everything, don't they? And then I'm just going to do little eyes. And I've dragged the colour through. That's that can be corrected, but my eyesight through this might not. Just using my stylus tool to just wipe that off. There we go. How many sets can one do with a buttercream? I've just recently started with Ellie and have not emptied one, but this is a new colour and already finished. I think, do you know what? A load of my clients actually asked me this. I think it's a really difficult question, if I'm honest, because I think like you could use multiple buttercreams in one set, so it's really hard to distinguish. And it depends how you use them. I always can, I'd say 99% of the time I can use, I can do a one coat system with all the buttercreams. There's maybe one or two that I do 2 coats with. So it's really difficult. 20, 30 maybe, 20. I don't know if there's an exact measurement. I don't know if Jojo knows, or if any of the other brand ambassadors that are in the live watching, if they know, because I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, I just think it's a difficult one because I can't remember the average off the top of my head. Yeah, I just think it's a difficult one to answer because obviously if you're having a multicoloured set, you could be using 3 different buttercreams in one set. So it's hard to pinpoint how many ways you can get from each product. And also like using the buttercreams for French or nail art, you're obviously not going to be using it as much as you would be if you were doing a full cover set. So I'm just going over this with Stormy Kitty because I wanted to show you, if you haven't already got the Fiend Pro magnet, it has one of the flower magnets on the bottom, which is so cool. As you can see, it's so cool. 20 or 30 is a lot. I might be wrong on that. So please don't take that as gospel because I don't know. Yeah, I tend to find that they only need 1 coat. So yeah, sorry, back to this. So yeah, we've got one of the flower magnets, which is so cute. And I wanted to show you that in use. So I'm going to go full on centre to show you. And I just hold it there for a good couple seconds. And can you see it? How it's really drew it out. It's so cool. I tend to like doing it like from one corner and then the other corner. And I just think it's so cool with all the different effects you can do with it. I think my advice, I'm going to bring all these out because we are drawing close to the end because I've waffled on as usual and I don't want to end up in the next live, which I believe is with Tina. Yeah, Tina is doing Jimmy Gel application, so stay tuned for that. If you get the kitty collection, just sit at your nail desk, have a play around. You may, this is it. Look, me. I always go off onto something. So you see how it's like in one corner there and then on the other side there. Yeah. I would definitely have a play around, sit and play, because they do take a little bit of getting used to how you hold the magnet, how long you hold the magnet on for, the different positions. Have a play around. At the end of the day, we're all here to learn, make mistakes, and that's the beauty of being a nail art, isn't it? We're learning all the time. I'm going to switch you around and you can come back on to seeing me. So one sec, let me flip around. I look all warm because it is warm. It's warm in my house. I've probably got the heating on. So have a play around with them, and I'm sure I'm hoping Jojo's going to correct me on this. But I believe if you buy the full collection, you do get the magnet included, and then obviously if you've got the 20% off, it's a really good buy and it's well worth it. So you're getting this included and then 20% off. Win-win if you ask me. So yeah, if you use the code PRO20, that's 20% off. And if you're watching this at a later date, you can use my code Jessica and you can get 5% off, because every penny counts. Every penny counts. What's next coming to Lafine Pro? Well, Jojo's got the secrets. So all will be revealed soon, I'm sure. But yes, thanks for watching. You've got some amazing other lives coming up. So as I said, you've got Tina at 6 in 8 minutes with Jimmy Gel application. And then at 7 p.m, Lenore is going to be doing all things glitter related, which I feel Light Elegance glitters, you just can't top them. I'll argue with people about that happily. And then tomorrow, product reveal with Jojo, so definitely watch that. That's really exciting. And then you've got Connie with some autumn sets at 5 p.m, which look very cute. I'm all for the autumn. Autumn nails, so exciting, the best time of year. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening to me waffle away. I'm sure that's just something I should add to my CV, shouldn't I? Professional waffler. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've recreated any of the sets, any of the little designs that I did today, and tag me, tag Light Elegance. We love seeing all the work that you do, and it helps inspire other nail techs as well. So yes, thanks for watching. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.